Hey everybody, this is Dino from the OFG Garage.
And I'm Nick.
And we're getting ready to start our first episode of OFG TV. Why don't you tell them what we're going to be doing?
Well, our goal was to actually interview children that are in the go-kart community here in Central Illinois. We're going to try to feature them and maybe some of the track owners and stuff, get people interested in go-karting in Central Illinois.
Right, we want to interview the kids like a real race car driver would be interviewed. You know, we're going to ask them who they are, what they do about their car, what they like about the sport.
And also give them time to, maybe plug some of their sponsors, because without sponsors, none of us can make this happen. So.
Right, and once in a while we'll be offering a tech tip, maybe something we do here in the garage. If we've got a little project going or something, we'll shoot a video and kind of keep everybody informed on what we're doing here.
Except for the top secret stuff, of course.
Right, no secret.
Right.
All right, well anyway, sit back and enjoy. This will be our first episode. If there's anything that you guys think might be interesting,
yeah, run it by us. We're open to everything. We'll be criticized for some of the stuff we do, but we don't care. As long as the kids enjoy it, that's all that matters.
Right, yeah, we're doing this for fun.
All right,
enjoy.
Hi, this is Nick from OFG TV. Here today I'm at Audrey Gerberdine Motorsports Garage, and we're here interviewing Audrey today because Mother Nature has rained us out at Elyville and Sandcrest this weekend, unfortunately. So, with that being said, this is Audrey, and how long have you been racing?
3 years.
Been 3 years. What classes do you race?
I raced the Junior Outlaw and the Quarter Midget.
Quarter midget. And you started off in the quarter midget?
Uh-huh.
And where did you race the quarter midget at?
We were first out at Taylorville, but then we moved out to a different club at Lincoln.
I see. And can you tell me what you enjoy best about your outlaw kart here? Is it faster than your quarter midget?
Yes.
Is it so it's more fun than the quarter midget?
Yes.
Good. And what school do you go to?
Rochester.
Rochester. High school or?
Rochester Elementary.
Elementary. What grade are you in?
I'm going into fourth.
She's going into fourth. So she's been racing for how long? 3 years?
3 years.
So you
started
started when you're 7 years old. Well, that's good. Can you tell me who your favorite race car driver is?
Jennifer Jo Cobb.
Who's that?
Jennifer Jo Cobb.
And what does she race?
Trucks, NASCAR.
NASCAR trucks. We can all figure that out because they posted pictures last weekend down there in Gateway, I believe, right?
Yes.
Did you get to meet her?
Yes.
Well, that's cool. I thought you were
got
going to say.
her signature.
You got her autograph, huh? I thought you might say Danica Patrick or something. Do you know Danica Patrick started in go-karts? So, can you tell me anything about this number 66 wing kart? What size motor are you running this year?
250.
A Brent Thomas 250?
Yeah.
And that's a pretty good growing class out there. As you'll see in the next few episodes, maybe we'll have some racing from the 250 class. So do you want to plug any sponsors while you got the time?
I would like to thank So Happy, Gotcha Cover Graphics, Brent Thomas, Matt Lukitis, Barnes Power Plant, Hoosier Tire, Amsoil, TT Bomb.
So you run Amsoil oil, I guess, huh?
Uh-huh.
And where do you get that oil from?
Daddy.
So you forgot to mention Mom and Dad sponsors, didn't you?
Yes.
#1 sponsors for you.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad. Can you tell me what's the funnest thing that you have out there at the racetrack? Is it playing with the other kids, or is it strapping your helmet on, strapping in the seat, and going out there and racing the boys?
That's kind of tight.
You like doing both, don't you? That's cool. So you have fun playing with your friends while you're out there, but when this helmet strap tightens up, it's all business, right?
Yeah.
And what do you leave behind? Nothing, right? Put it all out there on the track and beat them boys, right? All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoy our segment this week, and we'll try to get some video of this young lady running around Elyville. So, all right. Talk to you later. See you.
Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you how to grease your rear cassettes without taking your axle apart. The rear cassette bearings are probably the most neglected thing on a kart. Most guys don't do anything with them until winter. Personally, I do mine about halfway through the season. I take my axle all apart and do everything, and then I do it again in the winter before the beginning of the next season. But between times, I grease them with a grease needle. And a grease needle is a real sharp needle that hooks on your grease gun. And you can buy them at any parts store, and they're just a few dollars. They don't cost a lot. Can you zoom in on that, Nick, so they can see what I'm talking about? Can you guys get a good look at that? It almost resembles a syringe or something that the doctor would put in your arm. Anyway, that's what we're going to use today, and I'm going to show you how to do it. It doesn't take very long, and it's a good way to keep your bearings greased between times when you can find time to take your whole axle and stuff apart. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the wheel off, which I've already done to save a little time. Okay, then you got to go in here, and once you've got access to your bearing, a lot of the bearings have a metal cover. Is that your phone, Nick?
Yep.
A lot of the bearings have a metal cover on the outside. What you have to do is you got to get under that metal cover. And what I'm using is just a little pick. You got to get under the metal cover and just start working it around. And as you can see, it's starting to slide off. If you want to make it a little bit easier, you can squirt a little WD-40 on it. Sometimes those get a little rust on them, and you might run a little sandpaper over them. You just keep turning the axle real slow with your pick. You get it out a little ways, and you can use a real small screwdriver after you get it out a little ways with the pick. Just work it all the way around. Pretty soon it'll pop off. All right, now you can see we've got the bearing exposed. See the dust and stuff in there? What we'll do is we'll take a rag and we'll wipe that dust out. All right, we're going to take a little WD-40 and we're going to wipe it out again. Now keep in mind that the right way to do this is to completely take the axle apart. Take the cassettes off, take the bearings out, pop the covers off, put them in solvent, the whole deal. But you know, most guys don't have time to do that, except a couple times a year. All right, now once you've got the bearing exposed, you're either going to have a metal cover like this one, or a plastic cover. Okay, I'm going to take this pick here, and since I've got a metal cover on my bearing, I'm going to take that and I'm going to get just get under the bearing just a little bit under the inner edge. Let me get under it here, and then can you see that, Nick? Can you see that? How I got that pick under there? I got that under there just enough just to pry that out just a teeny bit. Okay, that's going to let me get my grease needle in. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my grease needle and I'm going to stick it in my grease gun like so. Tighten her on there. See that grease is coming out of there already. Then I'm going to take and stick it in that little slot right there that I just made. All right, then I'm going to give her a pump. All right. That's one pump right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate around about a quarter. Slide that back in and give another pump. About a half a pump. I'm slide it around again about a quarter or a third, you know. It's not real critical. And there we go again. I usually go in 3 different spots, is how I do it. And I'll take my rag, wipe her off like that, like so. Wipe my dust cover back off. Take my dust cover. You got to make sure you get that started on there straight. Now keep in mind, your bearing might not have this metal cover. Some of them don't. Some of them are just a metal cover on the inside or a plastic cover. If they're plastic, that's real easy. That little grease needle will slide right under the inner lip of that plastic, and you can squirt that grease in there. Anyway, you get your outer cover back on. You can just roll around a few times. My chain's squeaking over there too. That's going to be another one of our maintenance tech tips. Will be what we do for chains every once in a while. So anyway, that's just a quick, easy way to get some grease in your cassette bearings without tearing your axles apart. Again, that's what we do about every other week. You know, again, halfway through the season, we'll tear it apart and do it the right way. But in between time, you got to do something, and this is about the easiest way to do it. So anyway, that's that's what we got for you this week. Just an easy way to grease your bearings. Inexpensive grease needle, not very much, any parts store. So I hope this helps some of you guys. We'll see you next time from the OFG Garage. This is Dino and Nick.